Good evening. At this point, I've just accepted it. I'm always going to greet somebody, no matter if this is between me, myself, and I. That's just the way I am. Maybe it's because I've worked in a bar the last few years. You're used to greeting people constantly. It just carries over to every aspect of my life, including the one-on-one moments. The windstorm is still sticking around, though it fluctuates now. Some days are stronger than others. Before, it was just constant. Because of this, the customer rate has kind of mellowed out a little bit. We still got chunks of people coming in, but the days are more varied now as to when they show up. So some days are slower than others, which, like I said, I don't hate business, but considering the way things were the last few weeks, I'm glad for the breather. Avalanche is still doing what we can against Shinra. Still been pretty quiet on their end, though on our end, we've actually been picking up at least a little bit of speed. More training sessions, some blueprints or brainstorms for new plans, new tactics. I don't know when we're going to get a chance to implement all this stuff, but calm can't last forever. Soon enough, that moment will come when we have to strike, whether we're ready to or not. Even with all our preparations, we still don't know if it's going to be enough. We just have to keep doing what we're doing and hope against hope that when we take that flying leap over the edge, we can learn how to fly. The view's a little clearer tonight. Not overly so, but without nearly as much dust kicking up. It's better. Which is a good thing because although I was able to hide it in the other videos, this storm has not been kind to my allergies. Apparently I have some. Who knew? As soon as that dust started blowing in, they showed up. And that's exactly what you want. A barmaid with a runny nose. It's not like medicine is cheap around here either. It's the slum. Who cares? Poor people don't need good health. Same nonsense, different channel. Everything boils down to, oh, the poor people don't need this. The poor people don't need that. You would think that alone would be motivation to get into gear and just strike Shinra where it hurts. But no. Even if the moment is random, there's still some method to it. It's spontaneous in the sense that we never planned for things to be the way they are. But now that it's all here, we don't really get a say in whether or not we're going to do it. Because if we don't, who will? Aside from all that, everything is calm on the home front. Barrett's actually gotten a couple of times to be with Marlene. Some father-daughter days, which I'm happy to see. I don't mind looking after her. Like, he is her father. And what father doesn't want to spend time with his child? I know mine did. I'll always be thankful for that. Marlene's still as active as ever. She's really gotten into the habit of exploring nowadays, though, which, while I obviously encourage her to, not be afraid of things and to not limit herself, at the same time, she is still a kid. And I guess it contradicts what I just said before, but there are certain limits. that you will have as a kid. The imagination is a powerful thing, but that doesn't mean it's always safe for her to be roaming around. So usually I try and keep her close to home so she can do her exploring here instead of out there where she could potentially get into more trouble. Because I don't want anything happening to her. Barrett doesn't want anything happening to her. And I know, even if she's not thinking about it, of course Marlene doesn't want herself to get hurt. No kid wants to get hurt. Getting hurt hurts. That's why they call it that. Ooh, the winds are picking up. Oh God, I hope I don't start sneezing on camera. But yeah, I'm glad she still has an imagination. This world hasn't spoiled her yet. She still has hope. I'm glad. She hasn't been shaken quite as much as we have. She's gone through her own hardships for someone so young, but I'm glad she doesn't have to be quite as burdened with the realities of this world. I'm glad that she can still dream. Unfettered. In peace. She is still as curious as ever about the bar, and like I said before, I was teaching her a little bit more about cleaning with the mop and the bucket. Before that, it was using the rag on the tables, though I didn't have her do that too much, because, well, reasons. If the floors, even with the floors, like, she's only supposed to mop a certain amount. I take care of the rest, because patrons are not always clean. I know this. She knows this. So, if there's anything really big, I handle it. And obviously, you're not going to make a kid do the majority of what should be your job. Whoops, sorry about that, everyone. I don't know why, but the camera went out. Figures, something you barter for in the slums. Of course it's bound to have malfunctions here and there, right? Nothing is ever perfect out here. But it's okay. I think it's about time that I actually start wrapping this up. Like I said before, Marlene should not be the only one having to clean up. And, well, I don't do these to get out of cleaning up anyway. This is just literally the only free moment that I have to vent. And I try not to take too long doing it as well. Even when I get all